Hi everyone, as you can see, I'm right behind me here in the background. You can see the waves and the water of Israel over here. Check this out, friends, over here. Absolutely breathtaking. Nothing like seeing this. The waves are coming, they're coming. But friends over here, can you believe it? What happened in this week's Parsha here in Parshat Beshalach? Friends, imagine this sea, but splitting in two. That's what happens in this week's Parsha here in Shabbat, Parshat Beshalach this week. It's also popularly known as Shabbat Shirah. So friends, what's going on here in today's Parsha? We're going to learn something from the Or HaChaim HaKadosh, from the great rabbis, where he learns out that there was like Hashem was deciding, should he save the Jewish people? This was after the 10 plagues was inflicted upon the Egyptians, and they went to the bottom level of Tumah, impurity, at some stage during this. And there was like a sort of a worry that Hashem would not want to save them when it came to, by the time that the Egyptians were running after them, because Pharaoh regretted that he had let them go as they were walking in the wilderness. They chased after them. And then they saw that there was no hope. It was either they got to the sea at this stage in time, and there was like a difference between like two different kinds of judgment. There was a mercy over there. Mercy would want to save the Jewish people, potentially the divine attribute of mercy, because we know that Hashem has different divine attributants to himself. However, there was also the judgment that came upon them, and the judgment side of the coin said no, they shouldn't survive. They don't deserve it for one reason or another. Many other reasons that there could be. However, the mercy side said no, we have to save them. We have to save them. So what was needed at the point in time, what was a lacking ingredient, was Emunah. Emunah is faith in Hashem. That's something that seemed to be lacking, and that was a key ingredient that was going to save them. So they were delivered to the sea at this stage in time, and it looks like they're going to be, there's no hope. There's no hope. I think they were charged there by the Egyptians, and the sea was just beckoning them. So what happened was that they rose above it, and that key ingredient that they needed, the Emunah, the faith in Hashem, they did get it. And who was it? It was a great rabbi from the Shevet of Yehudah, Nachshon Ben Aminidav. What happened was there was a battle going on. Who should be the first to dive in the sea? Who should do the Kiddush Hashem? Who should have the most Emunah? So out came nowhere. We know that Yehudah is a tribe of strength, that they are like a lion. Nachshon Ben Aminidav came in and jumped into the sea, and then it split, and then everyone came through. However, the gloriousness of this was that the Emunah was there, the faith in Hashem was there, and they were all willing to jump inside there because they knew that was needed, that Hashem was going to provide, and they did. And they actually say that at the time of the splitting of the sea, many miracles actually did perform. It wasn't just that one miracle of the splitting of the sea itself. Many other miracles collectively came in with that specific miracle also. And as Nachshon came in, it showed that there was a beaconing of strength, a beaconing of Emunah, and it was basking in great glory that they were able to go through. And what's the greatness of it was that they had their Emunah in Hashem, the faith in Hashem. The Egyptians, they thought, it's happenstance, it's going to happen, because it's happened to the Jewish people, it's going to happen to us also. So as they plunged into the sea, they weren't coming in with full of faith in Hashem and everything else. They just thought it was split for probably for some sort of a scientific reason or whatever it might have been. And then the added miracle to all of this was that Hashem actually got the seas to crash over them and to crush them and to defeat them totally. And that's at that stage in time afterwards, Yisrael, the Hebrews, were able to walk through the wilderness and get ready to accept the Torah, as we learn in Parshat Yitro at Har Sinai, coming moments later. And that's the greatness of it. And that's the greatness of power of having Emunah in Hashem. Sometimes people say, I've got to do all this work, I've got to do all that effort, I've got to do this, I've got to do that. I need all this money, I need security for when I'm 65, I need all these things, I have to do this. They've got a list of whole things, but what about Emunah in Hashem? Hashem provides also. Yes, Hishtadl is needed, and we see over here, in order to trigger the divine attributes of mercy, we needed action over here, and then the action of Nachshon Ben Aminidav was crucial. You can't just sit back sometimes and say, Hashem will provide. Sometimes you need to work on that vessel, and then once you've got that vessel coming, it's going to be refilled. replenishingly. However, you need that also. You need the action, and hishtadlut is key. But sometimes there's a point where enough hishtadlut is done, a sufficient amount, and then let Hashem provide the most. And you see that all throughout life. There's many lessons where sometimes there was cases where people killed themselves. They worked hard. They 24 hours, 24/7, pretty much. And then there were people that they did some hishtadlut, but they said, it's from Hashem. Hashem wants it to happen, and it happens. And those people rose up to greatness, whatever they were doing. And those people that worked 24/7 around the clock didn't leave any time for anything else. They didn't rely on anything else. They said, no, it's got to be my action that does it. Hashem's not going to help at all. Then it led to real heart and sorrow and trouble and all these different things that occur. So sometimes we need to know, yes, hishtadlut is important. Yes, working and toiling does bring bracha, it does bring blessing, but sometimes we should know that also we need a lot of Hashem in our life. Also, we need to pray to Hashem. We need to learn Hashem's teachings. We need to spend time learning Torah also. But at the same time, action also is needed and everything else. However, the cynic could say, so what about these people that are learning full-time? If they're learning full-time, they're not doing any action. But no, they also are doing action, because we do know in Pirkei Avot that Talmud Torah keneged kulam. So if someone's got the capability to learn like Rav Chaim Kanievsky, then you are really the person that is doing the avodah. All that learning is doing it. However, if someone is doing 16 hours, but they've got a few hours to maybe do other things also, or let's say he's learning 6 hours or 4 hours, then he's got time to do other hishtadlut. Then he might need to do the hishtadlut itself. It will be needed. But if someone naturally is learning every single second, which is if we factor in the Talmud Torah connected to Kulam, that it's all equal to everything else, then one should do that also. One should not do B'tul Torah, and that's why. Also, to just add on something extra, if someone got the capability to learning all the time, they might be culpable at the end if there is B'tul Torah, if they do not learn Torah during the whole time period that they are meant to do. And that's a greatness. If you're going to toil and you can have Emunah in Hashem and faith in Hashem and have Hashem in your life guiding you in every single action, Hashem will perform miracles for you, because we know that we are a supernatural nation. We don't just believe in everything physical. We believe that Hashem is over there guiding us, and Hashem can perform miracles. That's why there's 7 days of the week, but the 8th day is supernatural. It supersedes the 7. And why is the Brit Milah on the 8th day, friends? So circumcision, the mitzvah of circumcision, is on the 8th day, because that's supernatural. It's 1 day extra, and that's just like the Jewish people. The Jewish people are beyond nature. We have the faith in Hashem in everything. If we have faith in Hashem in everything that we're doing in our lives, Hashem will help us abundantly, and we will see His guiding. So we want Hashem to guide us now. We want the Beit HaMikdash rebuilt now. We want to do mitzvot and Torah now, and we want to do good things now, and make this world a much better place and be a light onto all the nations. Shabbat Shalom, everyone. I'd like to dedicate this to all our heroic soldiers out there protecting and guarding Am Yisrael and fighting for Am Yisrael. And let's just see brachot, and let's see a glorious period of Jewish history coming, where we're going to see now the rebuilding of the Beit HaMikdash. So please, everyone, if you're watching these videos, smash the like button on the videos. Please subscribe to whatever you can within regards to these videos, and watch and enjoy and get inspired. Have a great day.